Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. I just popped my elbow. That hurt. Okay, if you read the title, you know what today is about. I know. For context, I read ACOTAR 3 years ago. I think, 2022. Yeah, 3 years ago. And I loved it. I was having such a good time. However, I got to page 200 in ACOWAR. Is that the pink one? I'll put it right here. The pink one. Book 3. I got to page like 200 something and I stopped. I was like, I'm getting so bored. Nothing is happening right now. I like the world, but like I'm bored. I just didn't want to read it. And I was like, I am in such a high with my reading right now, because that's when I was like first getting back into reading. And so I was like, I'm so high in my reading journey right now. I don't want this to slow me down. So I was like, we're just gonna close the book, put it away, and we'll come back when we want to come back. And I thought I was gonna come back later that year. Nope. 2023 rolled around. Nope. 2024. No. But now's the time, guys. It is Tulsa Girls Social Club's book club pick of the month. And so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to give this series another shot. So I'm gonna reread ACOTAR and I'm gonna take you guys along with me for the journey. You're gonna get my thoughts, feelings, all those things. And yeah, I know this one is a bit slower. My favorite, well, I can't really say I have a favorite yet, but I have a feeling that it would be what I'm about to say, is the second one. I loved the second one. Is that Mist and Fury? I think it is. I loved every second of it. And I'm so excited to reread this just so I could reread that. That's where we're at right now with our reading journey this month of April. I don't know if it was just because I was moving or if I like was just not with it, but the past few weeks my reading has been like trash. Absolute trash. I'm gonna check our Goodreads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I read 9 books in the month of March, and I think I know where I went wrong. I went wrong reading the Shatter Me series. It didn't click with me. I wasn't vibing, and it just didn't hit. And I got to book 3. I even read the novellas in between. I got to book 3 and I was like, I don't care. I don't care, and I don't want to finish this. So I stopped there. And then I read the Book of Azrael, and that book took me forever to get through. I felt like I was reading that book for months and months and months. But I really enjoyed it. And like I still think about the ending, so I know I'm gonna pick it up or pick up book 2. But it just took so long. I was like, bro, what is happening? And that was kind of towards the end of March, so I was getting ready to move. So I think because I had a lot of goodbyes to say, a lot of chapters to close in real life, that I just wasn't really focused on reading. And so I think that kind of put a damper on some of my reading time. But now I've been here for 2 weeks. I kind of have my routine down. I'm ready. And we're starting here. And I have to finish this book by next week. I mean, I don't really, because I already read it, so I know what's gonna happen, but like, I would like to be finished by the time I go to book club, which is on Friday, which I'm gonna document, so you guys will see that also. But yes, okay. All that to say is I'm very, very, very excited to read this again, and I can't wait. Also, Jalen, if you're watching this, you'll be proud of me because I'm knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm rereading this and I'm vlogging it. You'll be so proud. Okay, I'll see you when I pick up the book, I guess. It's been a couple days since I started this video, and I'm about 18% through ACOTAR right now. Let me double check. I don't know why I grabbed the book, like the book will tell me the percentage, but I'm on page 74. I know that much. But let's check Goodreads. Okay, I'm 17% into the book, so we're still in the world building boring parts of it, so I feel sluggish reading it and it's like dragging along, but we're just gonna keep pushing through and hopefully get to the good stuff here this week. I will say this, it is so hard reading it knowing who Tampon is. I hate Tampon. I really, icky. I feel icky. I feel icky reading it now, knowing how bad of a person he is. But you know, hey, it's giving me a different experience than the first time, so that's fun. And also, I have the physical copy, and so 3 years ago was 2022. So this was early in my reading journey, and so I had tried to annotate this, and I mean I did, like there's some underline, where's the one I literally just read? Oh, here it is. I literally wrote, like in the Beauty and the Beast, when the people turned into home things. I just tried so hard to annotate this because I wanted to get into annotating, and now seeing what I underlined or bracketed or wrote in it, I'm like, why? Why did you need to underline that? But I think in 2022, when I started annotating, I was doing it from more of a academic lens, if you will. I kind of took it how I would annotate in high school, and so now, like fast forward to now, when I annotate, I just underline it if I like the quote. If someone says something cute, underline. If it's something I want to keep in my head, underline. But like in this, I was like underlining plot, potential things that I'll need to remember for later down in the series. Like this was a whole academic approach, and I kind of hate looking at my underlinings, but also it's kind of cool to see. So, but yeah, that's my update so far, and I'll see you guys when I get a little bit further. Guys, I forgot to water my plant. We're gonna do that. Okay, there has been a change of scenery. Focus. As I was saying, there has been a change of scenery. I am now back home, and I had a 4-hour drive, so I locked the F in, and I listened to the audiobook, and so now that took a chunk of my reading, and my thoughts as of right now. I forgot how annoying Feyre is. Sorry, I hate to say it, but she's very annoying in this book. So this has been very, very difficult for me. But, you know, it's going pretty well. We're finally getting to the good part. I'm very excited to see how this unravels, especially reading my physical copy, because I know I peeped the so-called twist or the answer to the riddle. I'm not even to the riddles yet, but I know I peeped the answer to the riddle before the riddle was even solved, and I know I wrote it down. And honestly, I'm just excited to move on to book 2, because that's where things get spicy and exciting. Not like spicy, but like more fun, if you will. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. Tomorrow is the book club, so we'll see if I get to finish it before then. I highly doubt it, because I am so tired and it's not even 6 p.m. So I definitely think this will be an early night for me. But if I don't finish it today, then I definitely will finish it tomorrow on my drive back home to other home. So yeah, that is it. That is all. See you guys later. So this is editing Sydney from the future, and this is where the vlog kind of went south, because after this clip, literally the next morning my dog died. So I didn't do much reading the morning slash day of the actual book club, and I also didn't do much vlogging of the book club because of how distraught I was throughout the day, but I still ended up going to the book club, so I will insert like the little snippets that I got, and if you want to see like the real or any content that I made from that night, it'll be over on my TikTok and the Tulsa Girls Social Club Instagram at some point, so you can check that out if you were dying to see that footage. But yeah, my dog died, so everything kind of went downhill from there. So yeah, they were supposed to be paint by number. Let's talk about it. So I gave this the second time 3.5 stars. I think the first time I gave it 4 stars. We're knocking it down to 3.5 because did I enjoy it? Yes. But was it like 4-star worthy? Absolutely not. Back then when I read it, probably. But now that I've experienced other things, absolutely not. 100% no. But still very good. I really enjoyed it. I had to audiobook most of it because I was getting so bored, and it doesn't help that I already read it. So like I was even more bored, you know? So I did have to audiobook most of it, and that really helped. I did the dramatized. What is the word? Is it dramatized? Why did I say dramatized? Okay, anyway, dramatized audiobook. I did that, and that really helped. Some of the music in the background of that one was so unnecessary, but you know, I pushed through. I liked having the different voices in my head because for this one, I couldn't put the voices in my head for some reason. But yeah, that was really good. I was really annoyed with Feyre. Sorry. She annoyed the crap out of me the entire book, especially in the beginning when she had just gotten kidnapped. Oh, spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, please say goodbye at this point. But she was getting very annoying when she had first got kidnapped, and she was like, I want to go home. I need to be home. I made a promise to my mother. Blah, blah, blah. I was just like, girl, they did not love you the proper way while you were there. You have it all right now. You are living in a castle, and all he's telling you to do is just live your life. You're fed. You have nice clothes.
you can bathe, you don't have to hunt for your food. Like, you have it all right now. And he says they're taken care of. So, like, let it go. Like, let them be, babe. Why are you trying to rush home to a place that didn't care about you and where you would have to fight for scraps? You know, I was just annoyed with that. But I mean, yeah, you want to go home, whatever. So that was annoying. And I think it was only, like, it was just more annoying this time around than it was the first time. I don't remember being this annoyed. And I feel like it has to do with the fact that I've already read it and I know what happens. And so I was just annoyed and I was bored and I was like, I don't want to reread this anymore, unfortunately. But I did push through and I did it. And I'm ready to move on I'm just ready to move on from that one. I think the first book is the hardest to reread because it's like the world building again, unless you like obviously really love the book. Example, Fourth Wing. I reread that, had a blast. A blast. This one, not so much. But again, this one has always just been pretty boring compared to the others. So I think that's what I was struggling with a lot of the time. I think what I'm going to do is, so I don't burn myself out, because I'm scared that I will, is I'll read one and then do a romance in between and then go into the next one so that I can, space it out just a tad bit. Because the way it's looking right now, if I keep going with the trajectory that I was on, I would not have a good time. And I don't want to not have a good time. Makes sense? I hope it did. So, not many thoughts that are new. But yeah, I just wanted to give this final little update a week later. Oh my gosh, I guess I could talk about the party. It was so cute. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me get my watercolor that I did. Okay, I will insert clips of the event. It was so cute. Kelly did an amazing job putting that together for everybody. It was a garden party. It was supposed to be like the spring court. And we know that we don't like the spring court later on, but we were basing it off the first book because that was the only book we were supposed to read. So, spring court, everybody got flower crowns and wore their florals and cute dresses, and we watercolored. There was some snacks. There was fairy wine. I repeat, fairy wine. I didn't get to drink it because I had to drive that night, so I didn't drink the wine, but I did paint this watercolor. I love her. At first, I was trying to paint in the lines, and then Kat told me, she was like, girl, watercolor's supposed to be messy. And I was like, oh, because I'm not artistic like that. I don't do the painting, the drawing. I can color. That's about it. But I am a perfectionist, so hearing that that's not supposed to be in the lines was very, very, very hard. And then I was like, wait, so then I just, and yeah, I think she's cute. She's fun. She's fresh. And I definitely now want to watercolor more. But honestly, I just want to watercolor for the background. Like, I love the background. I don't really care about the flowers. I just like the background. Anyways, yeah, it was super fun, super cute. We got some good pics and some good footage. And yeah, it was really, really fun. So I guess that's really it for this vlog. My first little reading vlog. Obviously, it's not much. So I hope you didn't go into this expecting a whole bunch from me. But it is my first one. I'm trying to get better. I'm going to get better. I'm trying. So I just hope you guys enjoyed and you'll stick around for the rest of the book content, the vlogs, and all of that. So see you guys when I see you.